much bigger threat to the men in blue. That's him! Kill the bastard with the video camera! Get him!
Hey guys, Rogue Nation coming here with you. I got a video that I wanted to put out today in case court doesn't go my way tomorrow. It's a story that definitely needs to be told. It's about retaliation up in Live Oak, Florida. We do have a few snippets of the incident, and then we have an interview with the folks. They're going to walk you through the story. Alright, questions and comments, leave them down below, and let me know what you guys think about this.
This is a police brutality. I got your fucking camera. Badge and badge number right now. Badge and badge number. Badge number now! Or I'll call the fucking cops. I will have them here right now. You want to play with me? I know my laws. No. Get your hands off now!
You got a camera?
Yep. You know, it's cop people about got fucked up out here this morning, bro. Fucking pigs.
Damn, man, they broke my shit.
Yeah, they won't pay for it. It's more fucking hazard for our disabled kid, right?
And this is what the police do. They bust your stuff.
Throw your kids on the
Throw
ground.
your kids on the ground.
For no fucking reason.
Wrap their hands around my son's throat.
Pick up my homeboy and slams him on his fucking face more than once. By his legs and fucking hands. Brandon could have dusted that cop if he wanted to. Real shit. Surprised I'm not the one in handcuffs this time.
Alright.
Dad, help him up! No, don't believe me, be still!
Be still! Be still! Don't move! Be still! Don't move! Be still! Don't move!
Probably gonna break our shit.
Officer.
Go in the house. Go in the house. Brandon, go take care of your brother. Brandon, go take care of your brother.
Please.
Be still!
I want your badge and badge. Hey, I want your badge and badge number. You broke this rail, my dad just fell off of it. No. My dad just fell off a rail that you broke. Bro, my dad better not be dead. No, he didn't. He was trying to turn around.
I have a picture of the fucking railing before.
He was trying to turn around. Hey, what's your badge and badge number, officer?
I already gave it to your dad.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Dad, did he?
No, you didn't. Y'all
No, you
officers
didn't.
actually told us, can you fucking read? That's what we got when we asked for your badge numbers last time.
Not me.
You're lying.
I already gave you
I
that.
know you didn't. I asked you for it. No, you
No,
didn't.
you said you can look at
badge
the
and badge
footage.
number.
Yes, I did.
My uncle has a lawyer right now. Do you want to lose your job?
You.
Okay, you're losing your job.
dumb.
You're losing your job. You're losing. Hey, that is L Hall. No, M Hall. Okay, that is L Smith. All right, and he's covering his badge number because he's illegal.
Go ahead and start it, but we can cut out anything we don't want in it or anything of that nature. So, alright guys, Rogue Nation here with you. Hey, I'm over here on this side of the camera today. But we're here out in Live Oak, Florida. Situation developed out here. Looks like retaliation, and we're going to get into it here. This is Mr. Frank, and this is his son, Brandon. I always forget names, sorry guys. And basically what happened is Mr. Frank here had some issues with the landlord, which is the city clerk, or one of the clerks up here at the courthouse. Yeah, we could stop if they want to come out.
It was a black card. I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
You're going to look like a PO card, so I will be getting hold of it.
Is it my friend?
Yeah, it's calm.
Oh, it's one of my. He was actually.
He has to know. He stayed to watch the house.
Hey, look. Rogue Nation.
What's up?
Go with Adrian. He actually watched my house for me the night that I got airlifted.
Okay. All right. So, and basically, guys, what we have here is Mr. Frank. He had some issues with the landlord. The landlord is connected here with the local government, and we're gonna see the connection here. We'll connect the dots for everybody. And when he started having issues here with his landlord, he went to Morgan & Morgan to get some kind of lawsuit, some kind of redress for some of the issues that he's living under. It seems that retaliation has taken place, and that is in the form of his son and one of his son's friends. Was one of your friends, right? One of his friends, JT, I believe. TJ. Being manhandled out here in the front of the place where they live, and Brandon also being manhandled. And we'll get into the whole story. They're going to tell you the story, and you know, we'll put everything together. So, Frank, if you want to start off, sir, and just let everybody know the timeline and how everything went together.
Yeah, I can go back to the day I fell through the stairs. That really was the start of a lot of the problems. Came home one night, wasn't raining enough, and went to walk up the stairs and ended up doing the splits on the stairs, and hit my knee, did some damage to it. Probably about a couple months, maybe later, I woke up to my son. He's telling me, "Dad, there's two guys outside roughing up TJ. I don't know who they are. Slam them on his face." So I get out of bed, and by the time I get to the door, they had my friend TJ as well, actually more like a nephew to me, on the ground, holding him down, or asking what's going on, not getting answers. Refusing to tell us their names. They're in plain clothes. They were driving a plain F-150 with no markings on it at all of any kind. I'm talking, to let us know it was officer. But it was, a green truck, but there was nothing said anything about Suwanee County Sheriff or Live Oak PD at all on it.
Law enforcement at all.
So, to skip forward a little bit, my son runs out there with the camera, demanding information. They didn't want to give it up. All of a sudden, 2 city cops roll up, 2 sheriff cars roll up. My son was picking up his stuff in the yard, off the street, slides in a phone, and was coming back towards the house. And for some reason, the city cop jumped out of his car and just started running after my son. Up the stairs, grabbed my son by the throat, slammed him into the railing, busted the railing. I continued to ask, what is going on? What is going on? They still refused to tell me any information. They drug him down the stairs, yanked him off the second to bottom stair, actually. Took him out to the street and threw him down in front of the cop car. The officer walked back up to the bottom of the stairs. I again asked him what is going on. He goes, "I don't know, I just got here." I asked him, "If you don't know what's going on, why are you jacking my son up? Why are you putting your hands around my son's throat?" He said, "If I put my hands around your son's throat, I didn't know I did." That's bullshit. Yes, he did. He knew exactly what he was doing. And I watched it go down. I watched the whole thing go down. And he sat there and said he didn't know what he was doing. It escalated a little bit from there. They ended up taking TJ to jail, and they pulled away. We got to all coming back into the house, and we stopped because we saw the city cop, right?
Yeah.
And we saw Live Oak PD coming back around the corner, and we're like, what the hell's going on? And I guess what had happened was I lost my balance, and I went to catch myself and forgot that the railing had been broke, and I took a 10-foot fall. That fall ended up getting me life flighted to Gainesville. I got into Gainesville. They rushed me into the trauma unit. Ended up finding out that I had several broken ribs, 2 broken vertebrae, and a lacerated artery in my stomach that runs off of the aorta, which is one of the main arteries in your chest. I spent 3 days in ICU, 3 days in the normal ward.
3 or 4.
3 or 4?
4.
3 or 4 days in the normal ward. They did prep me for surgery, and then just decided that my body may not be able to handle it at that time. I was still dealing with the ribs and spine. As you can tell, I'm in a
Back brace, right?
back brace. I won't lie, the pain is unreal. I can't sleep. I have problems where if I start to cough, I can't breathe, and it'll go on for several minutes. I do have cerebral palsy, so on top of the cerebral palsy, now I'm dealing with this. I've got a family, and I got kids, and, you know, on top of all that, you know, the police want to sit there and say that I threw myself off the porch, and I think it's hilarious. That's their way of getting out of
Responsibility.
Yeah, thank you. Responsibility for what they did. And I know for a fact that there's no way I'll ever be able to afford a life flight. It's an $85,000 flight. That flight from Live Oak to Gainesville cost me $85 grand. And I don't know what the hospital bill is yet. But I can assure you, 3 days in ICU is going to cost me a good $100 grand or more. I got 90 days in this brace. If the brace doesn't realign the artery, I got to go under the knife. I'm afraid of going under the knife. I died once going under the knife. I don't want to go under the knife. But I have to do this because of what I call bad cops. And that's really what it is. If you don't know why you're here, shouldn't you ask questions before you go and grab someone? Shouldn't you ask questions before you assume that my 15-year-old is the reason why they're here? When you can clearly see that the reason why they're here is for some reason they're roughing up my friend in the street that, by the way, had no warrant. We found out there was no warrant. My friend's dad talked to his PO, and that PO told him there was no warrant. So we do not know why they did what they did.
And let's let the audience know that when they arrested him, the only charge they gave him at the time was resisting arrest.
Without violence.
Without violence. So, and Brandon, go ahead and tell the story of you guys walking from the store to the home. What transpired?
Alright, so every morning we go and give my dad 2 monsters, like always, and we forgot to get the kids a drink the night before when we went out, so we got the kids a drink. Came back, there's a green truck just sitting at the stop sign with the reverse lights thrown on, sitting there.
That one?
Yeah, that stop sign right there on Rogers Avenue Northwest.
Hold on, let me look real quick. Is that right out there?
That stop sign right there being covered by the palm tree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right there. Okay.
So they're sitting there. Good 5 minutes. I don't pay no attention to it. Just a normal truck, in my opinion. You just read green F-150. Early 2000 models. So
That's early.
yeah, early 2000 models. So
No markings on it. Nothing.
No markings, nothing. Just a regular truck. And so there's a cut we go through right here behind this house. If you would like to show them, right here. There's this cut right here we go through because it's an easier way to get just instead of having to go all the way around the house.
Right.
We come through there. Not paying no attention to that truck. They back up, say hey, and then sped up right in front of that house right there and stopped right there where that curb is. So TJ, they said, come here. TJ puts his hands up, walks over to him. They say, put your hands behind your back. He puts his hands behind your back. They pick him up and they slam him on his face. They told me to come here. Excuse my profanity, but I said, fuck you, I'm going to get my dad. I don't know who you are. They didn't want to show no type of badge, no type of like information to show that they were law enforcement at all. So I would not walk over to him because my dad always taught me, do not walk to a stranger.
Right.
So when I walked away, I walked into the house, I ran in the house, I said, woke my dad up, put his shorts on him, say, hey, go, come on, the jacket, the jacket tee up. And he was like, who? I was like, I don't know, it's two random dudes. And I got out there, I instantly picked my phone. When I got him outside, I instantly grabbed my phone, turned it on, went up, and started recording them, asking them for information. They refused to give me any type of, like, badge number, name, like, any type of way of showing me that they were some type of law enforcement. So, when I went to go grab my stuff out the street, I grabbed my phone, and one dude that was holding him by holding T by his neck, stomped on my hand trying to step on the phone. So when I moved the foot, I yanked the phone, grabbed the slides, and ran. Dropped the slides by the street. He told my uncle, one of the officers told my uncle they were trying to search those slides for drugs. Funny thing is, if you're trying to search those slides for drugs, why didn't you search them when I dropped them on the street? When I dropped them right there in the grass next to the street, and I kept running. Instead, you came and chased after me, grabbed me by my neck, whispered in my ear where you couldn't hear it on body cam, I'm gonna shoot you. And then backed up quick when I said with a stern voice, what? I'm gonna tase you, stop resisting. Grabbed my arm, bent it like this, said I'm gonna break your arm if you don't stop effing resisting. And the whole time I had my hands up like this. And that's when he went and took me right here to this step right here. And before I got my foot down to this step, M. Hall grabbed me like this and ripped me down the stairs.
Well, where did he slam you at first at?
He slammed me right here, and it snapped the rail off. Before this was built, it was just a simple rail right here that was connected right here, and he smacked me into it, and it broke. And after that, whenever they had two officers walk me down, throw me on the street.
And that's when M. Hall grabbed you off the...
Yeah, off this step right here. I didn't even get my foot down to this step, but just right here, he grabbed me and ripped me down, already having two officers on both arms.
And you were handcuffed.
Yes, and I was cuffed. I had an officer on the... L. Smith was on this side, and another officer was on this side. I do not remember his name. They took me down here. I went down the steps. When I got here, he ripped me down, threw me, grabbed me, picked me up, walked me to the street, and threw me in front of the cop car on the ground.
Okay, and at the end of all this, they didn't charge you with anything?
No, they asked me, they said, hey, so after like 20 minutes of having me in cuffs already, he walked up, said, excuse me, how old are you? I said, I'm 15, you idiots. They said, shit. Walked off for like 2 minutes, came back, cut me loose. So I walked up, put my hands up, and walked back to the house. When I got back to the house, my dad was, on the rail, mad as heck. And all of a sudden, it's like not even a few minutes of being up here with him, he fell. As Adrian told you, he tried catching him. I tried jumping down and throwing myself under him, but he hit the ground before I can even get off the stairs. So whenever he hit the ground, his eyes instantly rolled into the back of his head. When the cops got out their car, instead of running to his aid, they walked to his aid. So after that, I was yelling at him, get over here now, why are you walking? He just fell and landed on his neck. And when L. Smith and Sergeant Estevez walked up, I asked, badge and badge number, you broke this rail, my dad fell. L. Smith quoted, shut up, I didn't do shit, and kept walking towards us. Threatened to have me arrested again because I was asking them for their badge and badge number. They have threatened to arrest me. He said, if you don't go in the house, I will arrest you again. I rightfully released you, but you did not rightfully release me. You cut me loose. There's a big difference in that. So after this whole ordeal happened, when I said I want to ride in the back of the ambulance with my dad to the hospital, they put me in the back of the cop car and said, this is the only way you're getting to the hospital if you want to go with your dad. So I rode into the back of the cop car all the way there, and just to find out he had to be lifelined, and then I didn't even get to see him after that. So, and now he's wearing a back brace, and he's currently having to take
medicine to cope with his pain. That is prescribed by his orthopedic doctor. Vascular doctor.
It's just been an ordeal that I don't know if I understand them. I'm 40. I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of things go on, but I think the police brutality has really hit an all-time high. They get upset because we want to voice our opinions. We want to protect ourselves. We're told to shut cameras off or we'll lock you up. We're told to go in the house and for no reason because you don't want us to see the illegal things you do. I mean, come on. When are you guys going to stop? When are you actually going to pause and realize your job is not to beat the hell out of someone? Your job is to figure out what's going on and assess it. If it goes further than that, then there's a problem. And I'm realizing it. And I'm seeing it with my own eyes, with my own kids, my own family. You know, I don't get it. I don't understand no more. I'm really confused on why people like me and my son and even TJ, there was no warrant. There wasn't a warrant. I don't understand. There was nothing on him. No drugs, no nothing.
We had a speaker and drinks, playing music.
They're playing the odds. They're playing the odds that two kids walking, you know, gonna have some drugs on them, maybe gonna be in some kind of trouble, maybe have some kind of a warrant.
Right.
I mean, they're just looking to pick somebody. That's basically all they're doing. And then you know, like you said, when they found out you were a youth, you had nothing on you. They couldn't get you with anything.
No, actually, I had a lighter in my pocket. And if you correct me if I'm wrong, if a minor is caught with a lighter or any type of thing, it's a minor possession. Correct. That's correct.
It's just a ticket.
Yeah.
It's just a
They
ticket.
gave me that lighter back. But they took the two torches my dad spent his money on to buy for his bong, because he has his medical card or whatever. They took those and said, oh, we can't give you these. But they gave me the regular lighter back and gave me the mask or whatever else was in my pocket.
They didn't offer me any of the stuff that was bought with my own money. They didn't offer it back to me. They didn't offer me my torches. They didn't offer me any of that stuff back. My son literally, no, I'm not sorry. Adrian, who's not in the room right now,
Grabbed the backpack,
grabbed the backpack, went to the porch, and pulled everything out of the backpack in plain sight so they could see, with the receipt now, that everything was bought. And they did not even want to see the receipt. They were convinced either it was stolen, there was drugs, there was something going on. When in reality, I could pull up a debit card and a statement from the day this stuff happened showing it was paid for.
Everything was paid for.
Everything
It didn't even
was paid
sound like they were thinking that something had been stolen, because, like you said, they never searched, they
Right.
never asked,
No, they just jacked this up, you know.
and we have
You don't
no,
wanna see
we
stuff?
still have no clue why they even approached you.
No.
No, we still have never been told.
Very confused.
I have asked. In fact, I sent an email to someone in the Live Oak PD. I want to say it was probably the chief of police. I sent him an email a few days ago asking for dash cam and body cam footage from the 22nd from about 11 a.m. till about 1:45 p.m. And do you know I still have not received an email? I have not gotten a response back. I have not gotten nothing. And I requested it.
Yeah, you're supposed to get, within like 3 days, you're supposed to get a receipt letting you know that they have received your record request.
I haven't even gotten that.
Yeah, and then they have supposed to be 10 days to fill that, or if they don't fill that within 10 days, they're supposed to send you an email telling you, A, why we can't fill it. There's a, a restriction or something, an exemption. or B, we need more time to locate the record and get the record to you. That's the way it's supposed to work. Now, unfortunately, in Florida with the public records, the only way to enforce them is to actually sue to get the records. Yeah, go.
Yeah, that dog is weird, but she's a good dog. She's a great dog.
So a lot of the issues that started the whole thing is the fact that there's issues with the house and with the landlady. Like you were saying,
I really believe that because
the heat,
yeah,
the stove, the refrigerator.
We went all winter with no heat, and we told her the unit was no good. I sent her messages. In fact, I believe I actually have the message from December when she told me, "Oh, I'll have to wait till after the holidays." January 2nd, the holiday was over. We still didn't see her. They just put that unit in on the 25th of March.
Which is after the incident.
Which was, yeah, I was already in the hospital. It happened on the 20th.
Okay, so all the repairs that she's done that you've been asking about has happened after the incident.
Yes, every bit of the repairs that have been done was after I fell, not once, but twice, off her stairs and off her porch. Now granted, the police did not help by busting the railing. They didn't help at all, but
if it was properly constructed,
right,
it might not have busted in
right,
the first place.
Right, if it had been done up to code, that cop may not have busted it. If you look at the way she's got it built now, I don't think the cop would have busted that.
No, I don't either.
It's pretty sturdy now.
Yeah, now it's sturdy. I don't think I'd have fell.
It was this one that was the.
I don't think I'd have gone over the edge. You know, you can look at it in so many ways.
Could have caught his legs.
Are the cops guilty? Absolutely. Is my landlord a negligent landlord?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. How do you have a family with 3 children? No offense, my son is 15. That means he's still a child.
Yep.
And I have a disabled 12-year-old who has a Q-18 deletion. So he is disabled. And I have an 8-year-old son who froze because these heaters
He told the cops to get their hands
didn't
on him.
heat this house. There's no insulation in the walls. All the windows leak. Windows are falling out. Floors had holes in them. The vent system, you could see the ground, so it was pushing cold air all throughout the house all winter long. And I asked her, and I told her, and she said, I have to wait till after the holidays. Because her supposed electrician didn't feel comfortable coming to my house. Because I guess me watching over his shoulder to make sure things are done right made him uncomfortable. I don't care. I want it done right. I know what I'm doing. I don't think your people
Hey, little Skywalker!
I don't think her people are competent enough to actually know what they're doing. They built the staircase that I fell on, Florida code, all around. If you put the whole thing together, that staircase was missing 18 inches.
Okay.
All around.
Because you said each stair was 7.5.
It was 7 1/4.
7 1/4.
And the landing, the step itself, the one you put your foot on is supposed to be 11 inches, and they were 7 1/4. 7 1/4. My shoe was bigger than the stair. My foot is bigger than the stair, and I'm supposed to be able to walk up that and not fall with a disability. She's crazy. I'm sorry. That's just not gonna happen.
And
know?
she works at the
County clerk's office.
at the county clerk's office in the courthouse here.
Yes.
All right. And what's her name?
Arlene Smith.
Arlene Smith.
I got her full name right here. Give me a second.
She tried to tell me one time that she got news that we were destroying the house.
Arlene Ivy Smith. ARLENE IVEYSMITH.
Arlene Smith.
Now, here's one for everyone if you're still rolling.
Yep.
She's driving around in a $60,000 Jeep Gladiator. But she has us living in slum.
Right. Now, you said down the block she has another property.
It is a house. It is a big house that she rents the rooms out. They share the bathroom with everyone and they share the kitchen with everyone. $650 a room. And as far as I know, she's never done anything over there to fix it up. Never. We had a live wire in our wall. By the shower piping at that. Just a live wire in our wall. There was a 220 line. We opened the breaker box when we fixed it. The 220 line only had the red going into it. They didn't even have a 220 breaker in there. And every time we cook and run a heater, it kills the entire line on this one side of the wall. So
have you guys contacted code enforcement? Have they come out to check?
I have not yet. I'm afraid to contact code enforcement because I have nowhere to go. I don't have no family here, really. It's what you see
like
here.
a rock in a hard place, because if
Yeah.
you contact them over the violations, they'll say, well, you can't live here.
Yep. So
And
we're stuck. We're stuck in the spot where I pay this woman $650 a month. And I'm on time. I'm prompt. I think I had 1 month where she only got $600. Still, $600 out of $650 is better than nothing. But I give it to her faithfully. I pay my rent because I have kids, and I don't want to lose my kids. And if you lose your house, they take your children. I'm the only one in my family that's never lost his kids, and I have no intention on doing it now.
Right.
But this landlord, I don't care what she says. You have months where we had to live where my children were getting sick, missing school. Amy works. We lost our car. She had to walk. She walks literally 1.5 miles, 5-6 days a week to make sure that she gets her money. And she didn't care about the 30-degree weather in December, the 20-degree weather in January. She didn't care. Her comment was, okay, when the wall started leaking and we had a puddle by our back door, the built-in slip and slide, the kids loved it. She said, I sent her a video. She said, okay. And I didn't hear from her since. She just repaired that literally Saturday. April 1st. April 1st, everyone. April 1st. She fixes something that I sent her a video in January. And she got it done April 1st. She got the heating unit in March 25th. I asked her in December when the weather started getting cold. She got it in March 25th, people. The staircase is still not legal.
Right, and as a matter of fact, he pointed out the shoddy workmanship here. As you guys can see, all the screws are coming through. And this is the old post right here, where I don't know why they didn't just take that out and put a new post in there since they did all this extra work, but this is the old post that the old railing was attached to. And as you can see, it's pretty rotten.
That stand, actually, that stand that's on now, that's actually brand new. The stand that it was on was as high as the porch.
No, they used the old stand.
Oh, did they? So they cut the rod out of it then?
No, the rest of the 4x4 that's in the ground is raw.
Is it still rotted?
Yeah.
Well, they had it up level with the porch. The unit literally was sitting like this.
Oh, you're talking about for the air conditioning unit?
That's the brand new one. The other one.
No, I was talking about the 4x4 for the porch right here, where the railing was attached to.
Yeah, the unit was the same way though.
Oh, okay.
It was literally, they had that unit, I don't know exactly how high that porch is off the ground.
That porch is about About 5 foot off the wall.
No, it's taller than Abe, and Abe's 6 foot.
No, Abe comes up to it.
Does he?
Yeah.
So about 6 foot off the ground. They have that unit the same way. You could look through the wood and where the unit's sitting on, and I told her that if that falls and crushes a child, or anybody, it'll kill them. And she waited till March 25th
To fix that
to
too.
fix that. This stuff just got done April 1st. That was done, the unit was done March 25th. The stairs were rebuilt. The porch railing was rebuilt. And the staircase still isn't right or wide enough. Oh, and one more thing for everyone. My landlord told me, not once but twice, once while I was in the hospital with a busted back, my house ain't made for someone with a disability. I need you to move. Why don't you go look at these apartments? They're level ground. I don't care. That's discrimination. You fix your place. When we signed the lease, I told her I was on disability and that my son was on disability and I got paid this day and this day. And she told me, I didn't know you were disabled. Last August, when we signed the lease, we told you what our income was. And you want to tell me almost a year later, I didn't know you were disabled? But you make me walk to the road to pay my rent. So she sees the way I walk. Literally, you can see it when I walk. That man is disabled.
Yep.
And she had the audacity to tell me, I didn't know you were disabled. But on my lease, it says Social Security. That's the type of person I rent from. She says she's not a slumlord. Bullshit. That is bullshit. A slumlord is someone that collects money and doesn't do repairs. And that is a slumlord. I hate to say it, and if that offends her, I don't give a crap. When you have children in a house and you're sitting there saying, oh, I gotta wait till after the holidays, you are a slumlord, and on top of that, you're neglecting your tenants that pay their rent. And in all retrospect, if things don't go the way they need to with her, you know, I'll hire someone else. I'll do what I need to. People like me, or people in general, that pay their bills and do what they're supposed to, should not be treated the way we're treated. Whether it's law enforcement, whether it's your landlord, whether it's your neighbor, it doesn't matter. We're all people. We all pay our taxes, and we need to be treated as such. And that's how I feel. And the cops in Live Oak, I'll have my day with you. I promise. I'm coming for badges.